Greetings to you all, my people, and welcome to another episode of Damole News. Alright, my people, relating to the data killings of military personnel, military troops occupy Okama and raise more buildings.
This kind thing good. This kind thing good. This kind thing good. This one they see. This kind one they see good. He good. He good. This kind thing good. This kind thing good. This kind thing good. Siamo. Enough fuel. Enough fuel they that they cash. Siam. Siam, man, I look. Now, we do the face every day, so but people don't know. The people they enjoy you. We let that appeal. We let that appeal. We let that appeal. We let that appeal. Anybody do this, man, they try you. Always not try. What time they come to this rubbish?
Alright, so I'm going to be giving you guys the full details of this news, but please help us like and share this video so that YouTube and Facebook can recommend it to more people. Thank you. Now the news here reads, soldiers deployed to Okama community in Ugele South local government area of Delta State have continued raising more houses in the community following last weekend killing of several military men on rescue mission to the Reverend community. A community source who spoke to our reporter said the military are currently occupying Okama and that several houses had either been razed or demolished. Meanwhile, the Nigerian military yesterday deployed armored vehicles to Bamadi, headquarters of Bamadi Council, over the killing of military personnel on peace and rescue mission in Okama community in Ugele South local government area. The military personnel had no fewer than 3 armored vehicles were seen zooming across the Bamadi Bridge late yesterday, probably heading to the creeks. It is even as President Bola Tinubu ordered the military high command to fish out those who killed the military officers. Also, Mr. PeterObi, the presidential candidate of Labour Party in the 2023 elections, have condemned the killing of army officers and soldiers in Delta State, describing it as barbaric and unacceptable. This is just as Governor of Delta State condemned the killing of the officers and soldiers, describing it as despicable and alien to the culture of Deltans. On its part, the Niger Delta Forum, led by Ijaw leader Chief Edwin Clark, said the act is totally unacceptable and must be fully investigated. Meanwhile, Senator Eddie has called on the dramatic personnel involved in the ongoing carnage at Okama community to shelter their sword for the sake of humanity. Also, the Urhobo Media Petitioners Advocacy Group demanded an independent investigation into the killings and arrest of the culprits. A community source who spoke to the newsmen said, "As I am talking to you right now, soldiers are there and they continue the demolition of buildings in the community, and I don't think they will leave very soon. They usually come to our community to buy some stuff and go back to Okama." Recall that last week, soldiers from the 222 Battalion of the Military Joint Task Force, Bamadi Division, led by the Commander Major Jaffa, were ambushed and killed while on a rescue mission to Okama to release a hostage, Mr. Anthony Abu, from neighboring Okolaba community in Bamadi over a lingering land dispute. The situation became tense when more soldiers were killed the following day. The perpetrators of the acts, who fled the community during the remobilization and the consequent reprisal attack on Okama by the military, are now at large, with the military launching a manhunt for them in neighboring communities. Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu yesterday asked the military high command to fish out killers of the soldiers. He said, "The defense headquarters and chief of defense staff have been granted full authority to bring to justice anybody found to have been responsible for this unconscionable crime against the Nigerian military. My government will not relent until we achieve peace and tranquility in every part of Nigeria. I extend my profound condolences to the families of these fallen soldiers, their colleagues and their loved ones." The military high command is already responding to this incident. The cowardly offenders responsible for this heinous crime will not go unpunished. The president said the incident demonstrated the dangers faced by servicemen and women in the line of duty. As a nation, we must constantly remember and honor all those who have paid the ultimate price to keep our country safe, strong and united. The officers and men who died in Okama community have joined the pattern of great men and women who gave their all with honor in the service of our fatherland. Members of our armed forces are the heart and core of our nationhood. Any attack on them is a direct attack on the nation. We will not accept this wicked act, he said. Meanwhile, PeterObi, while reacting in a post on his X handle yesterday, Obi called for an immediate investigation of the incident. According to him, he said, "This killing is barbaric and totally unacceptable and should not be tolerated by Nigerians and any sane society. For a nation already combating a high level of insecurity, the killing of our security personnel who put their lives on the line for the security of the nation will be too much of a burden to bear. These sad occurrences and many cases of killings, kidnappings and violent crimes around the country have continued to fuel very deep concerns over the security of the nation. These security operatives are making a lot of sacrifices in their line of duty and in some cases pay the supreme price. We must therefore appreciate and value them by showing them empathy towards them and ensuring healthcare for those who are wounded. There should be adequate compensation and welfare packages for the families of those who die in active service. All of us should show our love by commiserating with their families and even visiting them in such difficult times." The former Anambra governor urged security agencies not to be demotivated by the incident. "I sincerely condole with the families of the security personnel that died and their security formations over the sad loss of their personnel," he said. Meanwhile, the Delta State governor says the attack on military personnel is despicable. In a statement by its chief press secretary, Sir Festus Ahon said, "The government of Delta State is gravely disturbed by the violence and unprovoked killing of the officers and soldiers, which he described as alien to the culture of Deltans. This incident is despicable and not in any sync with the culture and tradition of Deltans. It runs contrary to the values and path of peace that the state government is promoting, as I have always emphasized in our more agenda to enhance peace and security. On behalf of the government and good people of Delta State, I wish to condole in particular the families of the killed gallant officers and soldiers, the Nigerian Army over this sad occurrence. The state government shall take all measures necessary to fish out those behind this disturbable act and ensure that they are made to face the full wrath of the law." Meanwhile, the Ijaw Youth Council Western Zone yesterday condemned the killing of military personnel in Okama community. The chairman, secretary and information officer respectively of the Ijaw Youth Council described the killing as barbaric and wicked. The statement read, "While we do not want to support the decision of the military in burning down the entire Okama community and leaving the already impoverished inhabitants to suffer, we wish to call on Delta State government to swing into action and protect the lives of the innocent people in the area." It is also pertinent to clarify that Okama community, where this sad event occurred, is an Urhobo-speaking community in Ughelli South local government area and not an Ijaw community. We are therefore using this medium to call on Governor Oborevori and the Nigerian security agencies to investigate and bring to book the proprietors of the heinous acts. So my people, that is it. A lot of Nigerians has reacted to this news, which I'll be taking some few comments for you guys. And the first person here said, "In as much as we condemn the killing of soldiers, it is not the best for the Nigerian army to set ablaze demolished buildings in the community. The army should not take the order given by the president as an order to destroy lives and property of the community. This has to stop. This has always been the path that the army takes when it comes to the Niger Delta. Why can't they occupy, investigate and arrest the culprits instead of this act of terror? I'm surprised at the various government and groups who cannot also condemn the path of the army is taking. The whole community must not suffer for what a few miscreants did. If we are to compare what Boko Haram bandits have done to soldiers and such drastic measures are taken by the military against their hideouts, the issue of insecurity would have been a thing of the past. Why is the case of the Niger Delta always approached differently? The various governments, CSOs, right organizations must call the army to order. It is not acceptable." And another person also commented saying, "No any country in the world will accept the killing of police and soldiers lightly because without them the country will never be. Soldiers should not only burn down buildings but also shoot at sight any person around who is criminally minded. They send police, you killed over 19, and send soldiers, you killed over 16 people. This is unacceptable. Police should also join the soldiers so that the community will know the full implications of killing a single security personnel. You can't try this during President Obasanjo era. Soldiers and police should not listen to any human rights we say. This is the time for action, not diplomacy. And the last comment I'll be taking here says, I am ashamed of Nigerian military. So if certain incidents happen in the south, it is addressed in different way from that of the north. How many times have you heard that military burned down houses in the north where military are killed? In as much as I totally condemn the killing of these military personnel, the right thing should be done to fish out those who are responsible for that barbaric act without targeting innocent one. So my people, that is it. Please let me know your opinion in the comment section, and please help us to like and share this video so that YouTube and Facebook can recommend it to more people. Thank you so much for your time, and God bless you. Amen.